Welcome back. Just north of Green Bay on 920 acres of county land, the excitement, well, it's coming to a boil this week. That's because at the Barkhausen Wildlife Preserve, it's maple tappin season, and the payoff, well, it's oh so sweet in this week's edition of Heading Outdoors.
Along the west shore of the Bay of Green Bay,
there's a lot of wetland habitat, obviously a lot of woods, a little stream that goes through here.
Something's cooking.
For us, maple syrup. That's happening right now.
At the Barkhausen Wildlife Preserve, Program and Natural Resource Coordinator Jason Petrella says they've got the two main ingredients for maple syrup making, starting with plenty of maple trees.
The other big thing is weather. You got to have cold nights, below freezing nights and above freezing temperatures during the day. And you need to have that for about a month period.
For a maple sap season that was threatened by a February warm spell,
if it stayed that way and it didn't get that cold snap we had at the beginning of March, the season probably would have been over a week ago.
Petrella says they're on track with more than 160 gallons of sap collected since Sunday alone.
We don't actually finish making maple syrup in here, but the bulk of the work is done right here.
Sap that's already being taken to the preserve's on-site sugar shack for boiling.
So this big pan right here is what we call our evaporator pan. We got about 96 trees tapped. We'll collect the sap, throw the sap in our evaporator pan, get that fire going, and start cooking it. And we're just trying to keep it at a boil, and it's boiling really good right now.
The boiling evaporates the sap's water, all 98% of it, leaving the 2% or so of sugar behind. Petrella says it has to be 66 to 67% sugar and 33% water to make syrup.
About an average 44 to about 50 gallons of sap that gives a gallon of syrup.
Make no mistake about it, all of this, it's a lot of hard work, it's time consuming, but when the end product is this sweet, it's all worth it.
Nothing's ever added to maple syrup. It's all what the tree had made. I'm just taking something away from it.
With results for every kind of syrup fan.
Oh, is it really good if it's really light? Well, they say yeah, but I like some of the darker stuff better, so it's kind of subjective.
This week, Barkhausen leaders are preparing to pass this tradition on to the public.
This is an aspen tree, popple tree. This is a good practice tree.
Petrella says people are invited to come tour the preserve and get a first-hand experience into the world of maple syrup making from tap to table.
They get to actually help drill into a tree, do the whole process, tap a spile, which is what this is right here.
An experience made all the sweeter by heading outdoors.
Well, this week, Barkhausen leaders are preparing to pass this tradition on to the public. Petrella says people are invited to come to the reserve to get a first-hand experience into the world on Wednesday for a private session, and then on Saturday, join a public session from 9 to 3 at the preserve. A sweet deal indeed.